Hello, Dreamer. Welcome to the Sleepy Knowledge, your quiet corner of the cosmos, where curiosity floats on a gentle breeze and wonder is always just a breath away. Tonight, as you settle in perhaps beneath a favorite blanket or with the soft glow of your screen nearby, let your mind drift with me, far beyond the familiar, into the velvet hush of the universe. Here, we don't chase answers. We wander softly among questions. We let the mysteries of space cradle us, like the slow rocking of a boat on a midnight sea. Whether you're listening from a bustling city or a quiet village, whether it's dusk or deep night where you are, know that you are not alone. Across continents and time zones, a gentle community gathers here, united by the simple wish to learn, to rest, and to dream. If you find comfort in these gentle explorations, equal parts knowledge and calm, a quiet tap on the like or subscribe button is a small kindness that helps this sleepy constellation shine a little brighter. And remember, while we'll wander through the wonders of science tonight, this is not a place for medical advice, only for gentle curiosity and rest. So, take a slow breath. Let your thoughts loosen, like stars scattering across a dark sky. Tonight, we begin at the very edge of everything, where the universe itself first whispered awake. Are you ready? Let's close our eyes and step softly into the story of the cosmos. Settle in, dear listener, and let the world around you soften. The hush of night is a gentle invitation, a quiet space where your thoughts can drift and your curiosity can breathe. Here, in this moment, you are weightless, untethered from the day's demands, free to float on the edge of wonder. Let your mind become as open as the sky, ready to wander where few have ever truly gone, to the very beginning of everything. Imagine, if you will, a time before time. Not just before your first memory, or before the first story ever told, but before the very idea of before existed. There is no ticking clock, no rising sun, no heartbeat echoing in the dark. There is only a vast, silent potential, a stillness so complete it feels like the universe is holding its breath. In this endless pause, you are not alone. You are the quiet observer, the gentle witness to a secret that has waited billions of years to be told. You are the hush before the first note of a symphony, the darkness before the dawn. And in this silence, something stirs. It is not a sound, not a flash, not even a thought. It is the softest whisper, the faintest ripple in the fabric of nothingness. This is the universe's first breath, a moment so delicate, so impossibly small, that it contains everything and nothing all at once. Scientists call it the Big Bang, but here, in this gentle space, it feels more like a blooming. A single point, smaller than a grain of sand, unfolding into everything that will ever be. You float in this beginning, feeling the warmth of possibility. There is no up or down, no near or far. Space itself is being born, stretching and swelling like a slow, deep inhale. Time, too, awakens, unspooling in a long golden thread, weaving the first moments of existence. The universe is not exploding outward. It is expanding inward, outward, everywhere at once. Imagine a balloon, not filling with air, but with space itself. Every point moves away from every other point, not because they are traveling through space, but because space is growing. Between them, it is a gentle, unstoppable swelling. A cosmic sigh that will never quite end. In these first moments, the universe is a sea of light and heat. Particles swirl and dance, colliding and combining in a wild, joyful chaos. Protons and neutrons, electrons, and photons, tiny seeds of matter and energy, swirling in a cosmic soup. The temperature is unimaginable, the density beyond comprehension, but there is a kind of order in the chaos, a rhythm in the randomness. You drift through this newborn universe, feeling the pulse of creation. The light is everywhere, but it is not the light you know. It is thick, tangled, unable to travel far before being scattered by the dense fog of particles. The universe is glowing from within, a soft, golden cocoon. As the universe expands, it cools. The wild dance of particles slows, and the first atoms begin to form. Hydrogen and helium, simple and pure, come together in the cooling sea. These atoms are the building blocks of everything: stars, planets, oceans, and even you. In this moment, you are a part of the story, woven into the fabric of the cosmos. The light, once trapped, begins to break free. The universe becomes transparent, and the first photons travel unimpeded through space. This ancient light, the cosmic microwave background, is still with us today, a faint, gentle glow that fills the universe, a memory of the first dawn. You listen to this light, feeling its warmth on your skin. It is the universe's lullaby, a soft reminder that you are made of beginnings. Every atom in your body was forged in this first light. Every breath you take is a continuation of that first gentle awakening. Time flows forward, slow and steady. The universe grows larger, cooler, more complex. Tiny ripples in the sea of matter become the seeds of galaxies, the first hints of structure in the vastness. Gravity, the quiet sculptor, begins its patient work drawing matter together, shaping the future with invisible hands. You drift through the ages, watching as the first stars ignite. They are giants, burning hot and bright, living fast and dying. Young, their light pierces the darkness. Their deaths scatter heavy elements across space. These elements, carbon, oxygen, iron, will one day become the stuff of life, the bones of planets, the breath of living things. The universe is a tapestry, woven from light and darkness, order and chaos. You are a thread in this tapestry, a note in the cosmic song. Every heartbeat, every thought, every dream is a ripple in the fabric of space and time. As you float in this gentle beginning, you might wonder, what does it mean to start? Is there ever truly a first moment, or is every beginning just a continuation of something older, something deeper? The universe does not answer in words, but in the soft rhythm of expansion, the quiet pulse of time. You are not separate from this story. You are the story. The atoms in your body were born in the heart of stars. The light in your eyes is the echo of the first dawn. You are the universe, awakening to itself. Let your mind wander through these early moments. Feel the warmth of creation, the gentle pull of gravity, the soft glow of ancient light. Imagine the first galaxies swirling into being, vast spirals of stars and dust, dancing to the music of gravity. The universe is still expanding, still growing, still becoming. Every second, every breath is a new beginning. You are part of this endless unfolding, a witness to the beauty of becoming dot as you drift through the ages. You feel the universe's gentle embrace. There is no rush, no hurry, only the slow, patient work of creation. Stars are born and die, galaxies collide and merge, new worlds form in the quiet spaces between. You are cradled in the arms of the cosmos, rocked by the gentle waves of possibility. Every moment is a gift, every breath a miracle. You are the echo of the first light, the child of a billion stars. Let yourself rest in this gentle beginning. Feel the peace of the universe, the calm of creation. You are safe here, held in the soft embrace of time and space. As you breathe in, imagine the first breath of the universe. As you breathe out, feel the gentle expansion of space. You are part of this rhythm, this endless dance of becoming. The universe is not a place, but a process, a story that is still being written. You are a chapter in that story, a verse in the cosmic poem. Every thought, every dream, every question is a part of the unfolding. Let your curiosity drift like a leaf on a gentle stream. Wonder at the beauty of beginnings, the mystery of creation. You are not alone in your wonder. The universe is full of questions, full of dreams. As you rest in this gentle beginning, you might feel a question rising in your mind. If the universe is always expanding, always growing, what does it mean for space to stretch? Is there an edge, a boundary, a place where everything stops? Or does the universe go on forever, softly, silently, into the unknown? The universe does not answer, but it invites you to wonder, to drift, to dream, to listen for the next whisper of creation. And so, you float on the edge of the beginning, feeling the gentle pull of expansion, the soft promise of more to come. The silence grows wider, the stars drift farther apart, and the story continues unbroken, unending, as gentle as a breath. The hush of beginnings lingers, but now something subtle shifts. The universe, once a tightly held secret, begins to stretch its arms. You sense it in the quiet between your breaths, a gentle widening, a slow, patient unfolding. The silence is no longer just a pause. It is a space that grows, a canvas that expands with every heartbeat of creation. Imagine yourself adrift in this growing universe. There is no edge, no wall, no boundary to press your hand against. Instead, space itself is the fabric that stretches, like a soft sheet being pulled at every corner. Galaxies, like tiny motes of dust, are carried along for the ride, not moving through space, but with space. The distance between them grows, not because they are traveling, but because the very stage beneath their feet is expanding. This is the great, quiet secret of the cosmos. The universe is not expanding into something. It is simply becoming more of itself. There is no outside, no beyond, only the endless, gentle swelling of space. You are floating in a sea that has no shore, a sky that has no ceiling. As you drift, you notice the galaxies themselves. Each one is a glowing island, a swirl of stars and dust, spinning slowly in the vastness. Some are close, their light bright and clear. Others are so far away that their glow is faint, stretched thin by the journey. The farther you look, the more the light is pulled, its color shifting softly toward red, a cosmic sigh, a gentle reminder that distance and time are woven together, This stretching of light is called redshift, a word that sounds technical but feels like poetry. Imagine a song played on a rubber band, the notes growing lower and softer as the band is pulled. The light from distant galaxies is like that song, its color changing as space itself stretches. The farther the galaxy, the greater the redshift, the older the story it tells. You listen to these stories, letting the colors wash over you. Each shade is a memory, a message from a time when the universe was younger, smaller, closer. The galaxies are not just points of light. They are time machines carrying you back through the ages. The farther you look, the deeper into the past. You see, there is a gentle loneliness in this expansion. Galaxies that were once neighbors drift apart, their voices growing fainter with every passing eon. The universe is not empty, but it is spacious so, spacious that even the closest companions can feel far away. Yet in this vastness, there is a kind of comfort, a sense of belonging to something grand and mysterious. You wonder how we know the universe is expanding. The answer lies in the patient work of those who came before astronomers who watched the sky, who measured the light, who noticed the subtle shift in color. They saw that every distant galaxy is moving away from us and from each other as if the universe itself is breathing out. This discovery was not sudden, not a flash of insight, but a slow dawning like the first light of morning. It began with Edwin Hubble, who measured the distances to galaxies and found that the farther they are, the faster they recede. This relationship, simple yet profound, is now called Hubble's law, a gentle rule that describes the universes. Expansion. You picture Hubble at his telescope, peering into the night, his mind open to the possibility that the universe is not static, but alive, dynamic, ever-changing. His work was a quiet revolution, a shift in perspective that changed everything. The universe is not a fixed stage, but a living story, always unfolding. As you float in this expanding space, you feel the pull of curiosity. What drives this growth? What is the force that pushes galaxies apart, that stretches the fabric of space? Scientists call it dark energy, a name that is more mystery than answer. It is a gentle push, a quiet acceleration, a force that fills the universe and makes it grow faster with time. Dark energy is everywhere, invisible and silent, yet its effects are profound. It is the reason the universe's expansion is speeding up, not slowing down. It is the soft wind that carries galaxies ever farther apart, the unseen hand that shapes the future of everything. You let this mystery settle around you like a soft blanket. Not every question needs an answer. Some are meant to be wondered at, to be held gently in the mind. The universe is full of such mysteries, each one a doorway to deeper understanding. As you drift, you notice the silence growing wider. The space between galaxies is not empty, but it is quiet, so quiet that even light takes billions of years to cross it. The farther you look, the older the light, the fainter the voice. Some galaxies are so distant that their light will never reach us, carried away by the expansion faster than it can travel. This is the cosmic horizon, the farthest edge of what we can see. Beyond it, the universe continues, but its light is forever out of reach. It is a gentle boundary, not a wall, but a limit set by the speed of light and the age of the universe. You stand at this horizon, looking out into the unknown, feeling the vastness of all that lies beyond. You wonder what it means to have a horizon. On Earth, the horizon is where the sky meets the land, a place you can walk toward but never reach. In the universe, the horizon is the edge of sight, the farthest place light has had time to travel since the beginning. It is a moving boundary, always receding, always just out of reach. You let your thoughts drift to the galaxies beyond the horizon. They are real as the stars above your head, but their light will never touch your eyes. They are part of the universe, part of the story, but forever hidden from view. In this way, the universe is both infinite and limited, both open and closed. The silence grows deeper as you float in this expanding space. The galaxies become islands in a widening sea, their voices growing fainter, their stories more distant. Yet in this silence, there is a kind of music, a slow, patient rhythm, the heartbeat of the cosmos. You listen to this music, letting it fill you with wonder. The universe is not empty. It is alive with possibility. Every point in space is an awe. Center, every observer at the heart of their own horizon. You are both tiny and vast, both a single note and the whole symphony. As you drift, you notice the patterns in the expansion. The galaxies are not scattered at random, but arranged in great filaments and clusters, like pearls on a string. The universe is a web, a tapestry woven from light and darkness, order and chaos. You are a thread in this web, a part of the pattern. You wonder how far the expansion will go. Will the universe grow forever, the galaxies drifting farther and farther apart until the night is empty and cold? Or will it slow, stop, and reverse, collapsing back into the silence from which it came? The answer is written in the stars, in the light that travels across the ages, in the gentle push of dark energy. For now, the universe expands, and you expand with it. Every breath you take is a part of this growth, every thought a ripple in the widening sea. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are its child, its witness, its dreamer. Let yourself rest in this expanding silence. Feel the gentle pull of space, the slow drift of galaxies, the soft music of the stars. You are safe. Here, held in the arms of the universe, cradled by the endless night. As you breathe in, imagine the space between galaxies growing wider. As you breathe out, feel the gentle stretch of time and distance. You are part of this rhythm, this endless dance of expansion. The universe is not a place to be reached, but a journey to be traveled. Every moment is a step, every question a doorway, every wonder a guide. You are both the traveler and the path, both the question and the answer. Let your curiosity drift like a feather on the wind. Wonder at the beauty of expansion, the mystery of distance, the silence that grows ever wider. You are not alone in your wonder. The universe is full of questions, full of dreams. As you float in this expanding space, you might feel a gentle longing, a wish to reach across the distance, to touch the farthest star, to hear the faintest whisper. The universe answers not with words, but with light, with silence, with the slow, patient unfolding of time. You are a part of this unfolding, a witness to the beauty of becoming. Every heartbeat, every breath, every dream is a part of the story. The universe expands, and you expand with it, carried on the gentle tide of creation. Let yourself rest in this widening silence. Feel the peace of the cosmos, the calm of expansion. You are safe here, held in the soft embrace of space and time. As you breathe, imagine the galaxies drifting farther apart, the light stretching thinner, the silence growing deeper. You are part of this rhythm, this endless dance of becoming. The universe is not a place, but a process, a story that is still being written. You are a chapter in that story, a verse in the cosmic poem. Every thought, every dream, every question is a part of the unfolding. Let your mind wander through the expanding silence. Feel the gentle pull of curiosity, the soft promise of more. To come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. And as the silence grows, you sense the faintest glimmer, a message traveling across the ages, a story written in light, waiting to be heard. In the widening hush, a single thread weaves through the darkness, a slender, golden filament, stretching from one corner of the cosmos to another. It is light, the universe's oldest traveler, carrying stories across the endless sea of space. You find yourself drifting with it, weightless and curious, following its path as it slips quietly through the growing silence. Light is more than brightness. It is a messenger, a memory, a gentle touch that bridges the vastness between stars. Every glimmer you see, every twinkle in the night sky is a message sent long ago, a whisper from a distant world. The universe speaks in light, and tonight you are listening. Imagine a single photon, a tiny packet of energy, born in the heart of a star. It begins its journey in a place of unimaginable heat and pressure, squeezed and jostled by the crowd of atoms around it. For thousands, even millions of years, it bounces and ricochets within the star, searching for a way out. Each collision is a conversation, a gentle nudge, a step closer to freedom. At last, the photon escapes, bursting from the star's surface into the open expanse of space. Here, the journey truly begins. There is no road, no signpost, only the endless, silent dark. The photon travels straight and true, moving at the fastest speed the universe allows light speed, a pace so swift that nothing can overtake it. Drift alongside this photon, feeling the thrill of its voyage. There is no friction, no resistance, only the pure, clean rush of movement. The distances are vast, but the photon is patient. It crosses the gulf between stars, slipping past planets and dust, weaving through the cosmic web. As you travel, you notice that light is not always the same. Some photons are blue and energetic, others red and gentle. The color of light is a story in itself, a tale of energy, of distance, of time. Blue light is young and strong, but as it journeys, it stretches, softens, shifts toward red. This is the universe's way of marking the passage of time, of recording the distance traveled. You remember the redshift, the gentle stretching of light as space expands. Every photon carries the memory of its journey, its color a record of the universe's growth. The farther the light has traveled, the redder it becomes. A soft echo of the expanding silence. Light is not just a traveler. It is a storyteller. Every star, every galaxy, every distant world sends out its own message, written in the language of light. Astronomers are the readers of these messages, the quiet listeners who gather the faintest glimmers and translate them into knowledge. You picture a telescope, standing silent beneath the night sky. Its mirror gathers the ancient light, focusing it into a single delicate point. The astronomer peers through the eyepiece, seeing not just the present, but the past the star as it was 1,000, 1,000,000, even 1 billion years ago. The universe is a time machine, and light is the key. You let your mind wander through the stories carried by light. Some are simple as star's color, its temperature, its age. Others are more complex, hidden in the subtle patterns of absorption and emission. Every atom leaves its mark on the light that passes through it, a fingerprint that reveals its presence. By reading these fingerprints, astronomers can tell what stars are made of, how hot they burn, how fast they move. You marvel at the patience of light. It travels for ages, crossing distances so vast they are almost beyond imagining. Some photons have journeyed since the universe was young, carrying the memory of the first stars, the first galaxies, the first moments of creation. When you look at the night sky, you are seeing the past, a tapestry woven from ancient light. There is a gentle sadness in this, a reminder that everything you see is already gone. The star whose light reaches you tonight may have died long ago, its story finished before you ever began to read it. Yet there is comfort, too, in knowing that nothing is truly lost. The light endures, carrying its message across the ages. A bridge between what was and what is not. You drift with the photons, feeling their quiet determination. They do not hurry, do not tire, do not turn aside. They travel straight and true, guided only by the gentle curves of space and the pull of gravity. Sometimes their path is bent by a massive object, a star, a planet, a black hole. This bending is called gravitational lensing, a soft warping of the light's journey, a reminder that space itself is not always straight. You imagine a distant galaxy, its light passing near a massive cluster of galaxies. The gravity of the cluster bends the light, focusing it like a lens, making the distant galaxy appear brighter, or even splitting its image into arcs and rings. Astronomers use these cosmic lenses to peer deeper into the universe, to see things that would otherwise be hidden. The universe is full of surprises, and light is the key to unlocking them. As you float through the darkness, you notice the faintest glow, the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the universe's birth. This light is the oldest of all, a gentle whisper from a time when the universe was young and hot. It fills the sky, invisible to your eyes but ever present, a soft reminder of beginnings. You listen to this ancient light, feeling its warmth on your skin. It is the universe's lullaby, a song that has played for nearly 14 billion years. Every photon in this background has traveled across the entire universe, carrying the memory of the first dawn. You wonder how we can see such faint light, how we can listen to such quiet whispers. The answer lies in patience, in technology, in the careful gathering of every photon. Astronomers build sensitive detectors, shielded from the noise of Earth, cooled to the coldest temperatures, waiting for the faintest glimmer. They listen for the universe's softest songs, and in those songs they find meaning. You marvel at the ingenuity of those who seek to understand the light. They build telescopes that float above the atmosphere, that sit on mountaintops, that peer into the farthest reaches of space. They gather the light, sort it by color, by energy, by time. They read the stories written in the stars, And in those stories, they find themselves. You are part of this story too. Every time you look at the night sky, you are reading the messages of light. Every star you see is a letter, every galaxy a word, every cluster a sentence in the universe's great book. You are both reader and writer, both listener and storyteller. Let yourself rest in the journey of light. Feel the gentle touch of photons on your skin, the soft glow of ancient stars in your eyes. You are a part of this journey, a witness to the beauty of becoming dot as you breathe in. Imagine the light traveling across the universe, carrying stories from distant worlds. As you breathe out, feel the gentle warmth of those stories, the comfort of knowing that you are not alone. The universe is full of messages, full of whispers, full of light. Every moment is a chance to listen, to wonder, to dream. You are a part of this listening, a part of this dreaming, a part of the endless journey. Let your mind drift with the photons, following their path across the ages. Wonder at the patience of light, the persistence of memory, the beauty of messages sent across the void. You are not alone in your wonder. The universe is full of questions, full of dreams. As you float in the journey of light, you sense the edge of sight, the place where even the bravest photon cannot reach, where the darkness grows deeper, where the story becomes a gentle mystery. The journey of light is long and patient, but even the most determined traveler finds a limit. As you drift with the ancient photons, you begin to sense a gentle boundary, a horizon, not of land or sea, but of sight itself. It is not a wall, not a sharp edge, but a soft, receding veil, woven from the fabric of time and space. Here, at the farthest reach of vision, the universe grows quiet, and the light grows thin. You find yourself floating at this cosmic horizon, the edge of the observable universe. It is a place defined not by what is there, but by what can be seen. The light that reaches you from this distance has traveled for billions of years, crossing the ever-expanding gulf of space. It is the oldest message you can receive, the faintest whisper from the farthest past. Beyond this horizon, the universe continues, but its stories are hidden. The light from those distant places has not had time to reach you, carried away by the relentless expansion of space. The horizon is not a barrier, but a limit set by the speed of light and the age of the cosmos. It is a gentle reminder that every observer, no matter where they are, stands at the center of their own visible world. You let your mind wander along this boundary, feeling the quiet mystery of the unseen. The galaxies at the edge of sight are not different from those nearby, but their light is stretched and softened by the journey. The farther you look, the older the light, the more the universe has changed since it began its voyage. Some galaxies are so distant that their light is only now arriving, a message sent before the earth was born. You wonder what it means to have a horizon. On Earth, the horizon is a promise, a place where the sky meets the land, always just out of reach. In the universe, the horizon is a memory, a record of all the light that has had time to find you. It is a moving boundary, always receding, always inviting you to look farther, to dream bigger. The cosmic horizon is not fixed. As time passes, more light arrives and the boundary shifts. New galaxies come into view, their stories joining the chorus of the night. Yet, at the same time, the expansion of space carries some galaxies away, their light forever lost to sight. The universe is both growing and fading, both revealing and concealing. In a dance as old as time, you imagine standing on a quiet hill, watching the sun set beyond the horizon. The colors fade, the light softens, and the world grows still. The cosmic horizon is like this, a place where the known meets the unknown, where the familiar gives way to mystery. It is a gentle invitation to wonder, to rest in the beauty of not knowing. As you float at the edge of sight, you sense the presence of the unseen. The universe beyond the horizon is real as the stars above your head, but its light will never reach you. It is a reminder that the universe is larger than your imagination, that there are stories you will never hear, wonders you will never see. Yet, in this limitation, there is a kind of freedom. You are not burdened by the need to know everything, to see every corner. The horizon is a gift, a gentle boundary that allows you to focus on the beauty within your reach. It is a reminder that every perspective is unique, every view a personal universe. You think of the astronomers who map the sky, who chart the galaxies at the edge of sight. Their work is an act of patience, a quiet listening for the faintest signals. They build telescopes that reach farther and farther, gathering the ancient light, piecing together the story of the cosmos. Each new discovery is a step closer to the horizon, a glimpse into the unknown. But even the most powerful telescope has its limits. There are places in the universe that will remain forever hidden, their light lost to the expansion of space. This is not a failure, but a gentle truth, a reminder that the universe is not a puzzle to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. You let yourself rest in this mystery, feeling the peace of the unknown. The horizon is not a place to be reached, but a place to be honored. It is the edge of your story, the boundary of your sight, the invitation to dream beyond what you can see. As you breathe in, imagine the light from the farthest galaxies, traveling across the ages to reach you. As you breathe out, feel the gentle acceptance of all that lies beyond, the comfort of knowing that some mysteries are meant to remain. The universe is full of horizons, full of boundaries that invite you to wonder. Every question is a horizon, every answer a step closer, every dream a journey into the unknown. You are a traveler on this endless road, a seeker of beauty in the spaces between. Let your mind drift along the horizon, feeling the gentle pull of curiosity. Wonder at the galaxies just out of reach, the stories waiting to be told, the light that will never arrive. You are not alone in your wonder. The universe is full of questions, full of dreams. As you float at the edge of sight, you sense the fabric of space itself, the invisible weave that holds everything together, the gentle curves and folds that shape the cosmos. The horizon is not just a boundary of light, but a boundary of understanding, a place where the known meets the unknown, where the story continues in silence. You rest in this silence, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. And as the light fades, you sense the presence of something deeper, the fabric of space itself, waiting to be explored, inviting you to trace its invisible threads. Beyond the horizon, where sight fades and the universe grows quiet, you begin to sense something deeper, a presence that is not light, not sound, but the very stage on which all things unfold. It is the fabric of space itself, invisible yet ever present, holding galaxies, stars, and dreams in its gentle embrace. Here, in the hush between what is seen and what is hidden, you drift softly, feeling the subtle weave beneath all things. Space is not empty. It is not a void, not a nothingness, but a tapestry woven from the threads of possibility. Imagine a vast, endless cloth, so fine that you cannot see its threads, yet strong enough to cradle the weight of worlds. This is the stage on which the universe performs its quiet dance, a stage that bends, stretches, and curves in response to every movement, every presence, every whisper of mass and energy. You float in this invisible sea, feeling its gentle support beneath you. There is no up or down, no center or edge, only the endless, patient fabric stretching in all directions. The galaxies are beads on this cloth, their paths shaped by the curves and folds beneath them. You are a part of this, weaving a single thread in the cosmic tapestry. The idea that space is a fabric is more than a metaphor. It is a way of understanding how the universe works, how gravity shapes the paths of stars and planets, how light bends and time flows. Einstein imagined space and time as a single, unified fabric, space-time woven together, so tightly that they cannot be separated. Every mass, every bit of energy, presses down on this fabric, creating curves and valleys that guide the motion of everything around them. You picture a soft, elastic sheet stretched tight. Place a marble on the sheet, and it creates a dip, a gentle well. Roll another marble nearby, and it will spiral toward the first, not because they are drawn together by an invisible force, but because the fabric itself is curved. This is gravity, not a pull, but a path, a gentle guidance along the curves of space-time. You drift along these curves, feeling the subtle guidance of the fabric beneath you. The planets orbit the sun, not because they are pulled, but because they follow the straightest possible path in a curved space. Light, too, bends as it passes near massive objects, its journey shaped by the invisible valleys in the fabric. Even time itself flows differently, slowing near massive bodies, quickening in the emptiness between. The fabric of space is not static. It ripples and waves, responding to every movement, every change. When massive objects collide like black holes or neutron stars, they send out ripples in space-time, waves that travel across the universe at the speed of light. These are gravitational waves, the softest tremors in the cosmic cloth, carrying the memory of distant cataclysms. You imagine these waves passing through you, so gentle that they stretch and squeeze space by less than the width of an atom. Yet, with patient listening, scientists have learned to detect them, to hear the faint music of the universe's most dramatic events. Each wave is a story, a message from a place and time far beyond your reach. The fabric of space is woven with more than just gravity. It is shaped by the presence of dark matter, an invisible thread that binds galaxies together, holding them in their graceful spirals. Though you cannot see or touch it, dark matter is everywhere, its gentle pull felt in the motion of stars and the structure of the cosmic web. You drift through this web, feeling the connections between galaxies, the invisible threads that link all things. The universe is not a random scattering of stars, but a pattern, a design, a tapestry woven from light and darkness, matter and mystery. You are a part of this pattern, a single note in the cosmic harmony, The fabric of space is also home to the smallest things, the quantum fields that shimmer and dance at every point. Even in the emptiest vacuum, there is a restless energy, a flicker of possibility. Particles appear and vanish, borrowing energy from the fabric itself, leaving behind a trace, a memory, a possibility. You let your mind wander through these quantum fields, feeling the gentle buzz of creation. The universe is alive with potential. Every point a place where something might happen, where a new story might begin. The fabric of space is not just a stage, but a participant in the dance, shaping and being shaped by everything that happens. Upon it, Dot, as you float in this invisible sea, you sense the unity of all things. The galaxies, the stars, the planets, the atoms in your body, all are woven from the same fabric. All are part of the same story. You are not separate from the universe. You are a thread in its tapestry, a ripple in its fabric, a note in its song. Dot, you wonder how we know about this fabric, how we can sense what cannot be seen. The answer lies in the patient work of those who listen for the faintest signals, who watch for the subtlest shifts. They build detectors that can sense the passing of a gravitational wave, telescopes that can see the bending of light, experiments that reveal the presence of dark matter. Each discovery is a glimpse into the invisible, a step closer to understanding. The weave beneath all things. You marvel at the beauty of this fabric, at the way it holds and shapes the universe. It is both delicate and strong, both subtle and profound. It is the silent partner in every story, the quiet stage for every drama, the gentle support for every dream. Let yourself rest in the embrace of this fabric. Feel its gentle support beneath. You, its patient strength around you. You are safe here, held in the arms of the universe, cradled by the invisible weave of space and time. Dot, as you breathe in, imagine the fabric stretching, curving, rippling with possibility. As you breathe out, feel the unity of all things, the connection that binds you to the stars, to the galaxies, to the very edge of the cosmos. The universe is a tapestry, and you are a part of its pattern. Every thought, every dream, every question is a thread in the weave, a ripple in the fabric, a note in the song. You are both the weaver and the woven, both the story and the storyteller. Dot, let your mind drift through the fabric of space, feeling the gentle curves and folds, the subtle connections, the quiet strength. Wonder at the beauty of the invisible, the mystery of the unseen, the harmony of the whole. Dot, as you float in this invisible sea, you sense the flow of time, a gentle river, always moving forward, always carrying you onward. The fabric of space is not separate from time, but woven together with it, shaping the journey of every star, every planet, every dream. You rest in this unity, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide, with it open, endless, full of wonder. Dot, and as you drift, you feel the current of time, flowing softly, carrying you forward on the endless journey. The fabric of space cradles you, gentle and unseen, but as you drift, you begin to sense another current, one that moves not around you, but through you. It is the quiet, persistent flow of time, a river that carries every star, every planet, every thought onward. You are afloat on this river, rocked by its slow, unhurried motion, feeling the subtle tug that draws all things forward. Time is not a clock on the wall, not the ticking of seconds or the turning of pages. It is the silent pulse beneath every heartbeat, the invisible current that shapes the unfolding of the universe. You cannot see it, cannot touch it, but you feel its presence in the changing of light, the growth of shadows, the gentle aging of all things. Imagine time as a river, wide and deep, flowing from a hidden spring toward a distant sea. You are a leaf on its surface, carried gently along, never quite knowing what lies around the next bend. The river is patient, never rushing, never pausing, always moving forward. There are eddies and swirls, moments when the current seems to slow or quicken, but the direction is always the same, onward, into the unknown. You let yourself drift on this river, feeling the peace of surrender. There is no need to hurry, no need to struggle. The current carries you, as it carries all things, through the changing seasons of the universe. Stars are born and die, galaxies spin and collide, worlds form and fade, all in the gentle flow of time. You wonder why time moves only forward, why you remember the past but not the future. The answer is woven into the fabric of the universe, in the way that energy spreads and order gives way to chaos. Scientists call this the arrow of time, a gentle direction that points from what was to what will be. It is not a law, not a rule, but a tendency, a soft preference for things to grow. Older, for memories to gather behind you, for possibilities to open ahead. You picture a cup of tea steaming in the quiet of morning. If you drop a sugar cube into the cup, it dissolves, spreading sweetness through the water. The process is easy, natural, inevitable. But you never see the sugar gather itself back into a cube, never see the tea grow hotter on its own. This is the arrow of time, the gentle drift from order to disorder, from simplicity to complexity. The universe began in a state of extraordinary order, a hot, dense, simple beginning. As it expands, as time flows, that order spreads out, becomes more complex, more varied, more beautiful. Stars form from clouds of gas, planets from dust, life from the chemistry of ancient seas. Each step is a flowering, a branching, a movement. Forward on the river of time, you are a part of this flowering, a moment in the endless unfolding. Your memories are footprints on the riverbank, traces of where you have been. Your dreams are ripples on the water, hints of where you might go. The river carries you gently and surely through the days and nights of your life. Time is not the same everywhere. Near a massive star or deep inside a black hole, the current slows. The river grows thick and heavy. Far from any mass, in the emptiness between galaxies, time flows more quickly. The river runs clear and fast. This is the relativity of time, the way the fabric of space and the flow of time are woven together, shaping the journey of every traveler. You imagine two clocks, one resting on the surface of the earth, the other floating far above, in the quiet of space. The clock on earth ticks a little more slowly, its seconds stretched by the pull of gravity. The clock in space runs faster, its moments slipping by with ease. This difference is tiny, almost invisible, but it is really a gentle reminder that time is not absolute, but personal, shaped by where you are and how you move. You let this thought settle around you, feeling the intimacy of time. Every heartbeat, every breath, every blink of your eyes is a measure of your own journey, your own passage on the river. You are both the traveler and the witness, both the leaf and the riverbank, both the story and the storyteller. As you drift, you sense the patience of the universe. There is no hurry, no rush. Stars take millions of years to live and die. Galaxies spin for billions. The universe itself unfolds over eons. Your life is a brief, bright moment in this vast expanse, a single note in the endless song of time. Yet, in your brief moment, there is meaning, there is beauty. Every memory, every hope, every act of kindness is a ripple on the river, a mark that endures long after you have passed by. The river remembers, in its own quiet way, the stories of all who have traveled its waters. You wonder if time could ever flow backward, if the river could reverse, carrying you into the past. The laws of physics do not forbid it, not entirely, but the universe has a gentle preference for moving forward. The arrow of time is set by the spreading of energy, the growth of complexity, the unfolding of possibility. To move backward would be to gather the sugar cube from the tea, to unmix the colors of a sunset, to unwrite the story of the stars. You rest in the comfort of this forward flow, feeling the peace of surrender. The river carries you, as it carries all things, toward the unknown. There is no need to fear, no need to cling. The journey is gentle, the current kind. As you breathe in, imagine the river of time flowing through you, carrying the memories of the past, the hopes of the future. As you breathe out, feel the gentle release of what has been, the quiet acceptance of what is to come. The universe is a story, written in the language of time. Every moment is a word, every day a sentence, every life a chapter. You are both the reader and the writer, both the question and the answer, both the dream and the dreamer. Let yourself rest in the flow of time. Feel the gentle current beneath you, the soft movement of the river, the peace of surrender. You are safe here, held in the arms of the universe, cradled by the endless journey. As you drift, you sense the darkness between the stars, a quiet, mysterious space, full of secrets and shadows. The river of time flows through this darkness, carrying the stories of all that is hidden, all that is yet to be discovered. You rest in this darkness, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. And as the river carries you onward, you begin to sense the presence of the unseen, the dark between, where mysteries wait and the story deepens. The river of time carries you onward, its current gentle and sure, but as you drift, you begin to notice the spaces between. The universe, for all its stars and galaxies, is mostly darkness, a vast, quiet expanse where light is rare and silence reigns. Here, in the dark between, you find a different kind of wonder, a mystery that is both comforting and profound. You float in this darkness, feeling its cool embrace. It is not empty, not nothing, but a presence all its own, a soft, velvet shadow that cradles the light. The stars are scattered like lanterns on a distant shore, their glow gentle and far away. Between them lies the great unknown, a sea of possibility, a canvas for dreams. The darkness is not a void, but a place of hidden stories. Scientists once thought the spaces between stars were empty, but now we know they are filled with invisible things, clouds of gas and dust, fields of energy, and something even more mysterious: dark matter and dark energy. These are the unseen threads that shape the universe. As silent partners in the cosmic dance, you let your mind wander through these shadows, feeling the presence of what cannot be seen. Dark matter is everywhere, its gentle pull holding galaxies together, shaping the paths of stars. Though it does not shine or glow, its gravity is unmistakable, a quiet hand guiding the motion of the cosmos. Imagine a spiral galaxy, its arms swirling in a graceful dance. The stars at the edges move faster than they should, as if held by an invisible force. This is the work of dark matter, a hidden mass that outweighs the visible stars by many times. You cannot see it, cannot touch it, but you feel its presence. In the way the galaxy moves, in the way the universe holds itself together, dark matter is a mystery, a question that has no easy answer. Scientists search for it in deep underground labs, in the quiet of the night, in the patterns of the stars. They build detectors that wait for the faintest whisper, the softest touch, hoping to catch a glimpse of the unseen. So far, dark matter remains elusive, a shadow that slips through every net. You rest in the comfort of this mystery, feeling the peace of not knowing. The universe is full of questions, full of secrets that wait in the dark. Not every mystery needs to be solved. Some are meant to be wondered at, to be held gently in the mind. But the darkness holds more than just matter. It is also filled with a strange, quiet energy, a force that pushes galaxies apart, that makes the universe expand faster and faster. This is dark energy, the most mysterious presence of all. It is everywhere, filling the spaces between, shaping the fate of the cosmos. You imagine the universe as a great balloon, its surface stretching outward, the galaxies carried along for the ride. Dark energy is the breath that fills the balloon, the gentle push that makes space itself grow. It is not a wind, not a wave, but a quiet pressure, a soft insistence that the universe must become more than it was. Dark energy is even more mysterious than dark matter. Scientists know it is there, but they do not know what it is. They measure its effects in the way galaxies move, in the way the universe expands, in the faint glow of ancient light. But its true nature remains hidden, a secret kept in the dark. Let yourself rest in this unknowing, feeling the beauty of the unseen. The darkness is not frightening, not empty, but full of promise. It is the place where new stars are born, where galaxies grow, where the story of the universe unfolds in silence. As you float in the dark between, you notice the quiet hum of energy, the gentle flicker of possibility. Even in the emptiest space, there is a restless dance, a shimmer of quantum fields, a buzz of virtual particles appearing and vanishing, borrowing energy from the fabric of space itself. The darkness is alive with potential. Every point a place where something might happen, where a new story might begin. You wonder how we can sense what cannot be seen, how we can know what is hidden in the dark. The answer lies in patience, in listening, in the careful gathering of every clue. Scientists watch the motion of galaxies, the bending of light, the ripples in space-time. They build instruments that can hear the faintest signals, that can see the softest glow. Each discovery is a step closer to understanding, a glimpse into the shadows. But the darkness is not just a place of mystery. It is also a place of rest. The night sky is a blanket, a gentle cover that soothes and protects. The spaces between the stars are a reminder that not everything needs to be filled, that silence has its own kind of music, that emptiness can be a source of peace. You let yourself rest in this darkness, feeling the comfort of the unknown. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. The shadows are not a barrier, but an invitation to dream, to imagine, to explore. As you breathe in, imagine the darkness filling you with calm, with curiosity, with the gentle promise of more to come. As you breathe out, feel the release of worry, the letting go of the need to know everything. You are safe here, held in the arms of the universe, cradled by the shadows and mysteries that fill the night. The dark between is not empty. It is the space where stories begin, where questions are born, where the next chapter waits in silence. You are a part of this darkness, a part of the mystery, a part of the endless unfolding. Let your mind drift through the shadows, feeling the presence of the unseen, the beauty of the unknown, the peace of the night. Wonder at the mysteries that fill the universe, at the secrets that wait in the dark, at the gentle promise of discovery. As you float in the dark between, you sense the movement of galaxies, a slow, graceful dance, choreographed by gravity, shaped by the invisible threads of dark matter. The darkness is not still, but alive with motion, with energy, with the quiet unfolding of the cosmic story. You rest in this motion, feeling the gentle pull of gravity, the soft guidance of the unseen. The universe is a dance, and you are a dancer, moving through the shadows, guided by the music of the stars. And as you drift, you begin to sense the swirling of galaxies, the patterns of their motion, the beauty of their dance, a dance that continues unbroken in the darkness between. In the hush of the dark between, where shadows cradle the stars and mysteries linger, you begin to sense a subtle movement, a slow, majestic turning that stirs the silence. The universe, for all its stillness, is alive with motion. Galaxies, those luminous islands scattered across the cosmic sea, are not fixed or frozen. They spin, they swirl, they drift and collide, each one a dancer in the grand ballet of the cosmos. You find yourself drifting closer to one of these galaxies, a spiral of light and dust, its arms unfurling like ribbons in a gentle breeze. From afar, it appears serene, a pinwheel of stars glowing softly against the velvet night. But as you draw nearer, you see the complexity, the energy, the quiet choreography that holds it all together. Each spiral arm is a river of stars, flowing outward. From the galaxy's heart, clouds of gas and dust swirl along these arms, birthing new stars in glowing nurseries. The oldest stars cluster near the center, where the light is golden and dense, while younger, bluer stars sparkle along the edges. Like dew on the tips of leaves, you watch as the galaxy turns, its motion slow and patient, measured in millions of years. The stars themselves are not fixed in the arms, but move through them, like dancers weaving in and out of a pattern. The arms are waves, not solid structures, a ripple of density that moves through the disk, gathering stars and gas as it goes. Gravity is the choreographer of this dance, the gentle hand that guides every step. It is gravity that holds the stars in their orbits, that shapes the spiral arms, that binds the galaxy together against the pull of the expanding universe. Without gravity, the stars would scatter, the dance would dissolve, and the galaxy would fade into the dark. You marvel at the unity of this motion, at the way each star follows its own path, yet contributes to the harmony of the whole. The galaxy is a community, a family of stars bound by invisible threads. Each one is unique, yet all are part of the same story, the same endless turning dot. As you drift through the spiral arms, you notice the presence of dark matter, the unseen mass that holds the galaxy together. Without it, the stars at the edges would fly away, their speed too great for the visible matter to contain. But dark matter's gentle pull keeps them close, allowing the dance to continue, unbroken and serene. You let yourself be carried by this motion, feeling the peace of belonging, the comfort of connection. The galaxy is not alone in its dance. All across the universe, other galaxies spin and swirl, each with its own rhythm, its own story. Some are spirals, like the one you drift through now, their arms winding gracefully around a bright core. Others are elliptical, smooth and featureless, their stars moving in random orbits, like bees in a hive. Still others are irregular, their shapes twisted by past encounters. Their stars scattered in wild patterns. Galaxies are not isolated. They gather in groups and clusters, bound together by gravity, their motions influenced by the presence of their neighbors. Sometimes, galaxies pass close to one another, their mutual gravity pulling and stretching, distorting their shapes in a slow, cosmic embrace. In rare moments, two galaxies may collide, their stars passing through each other like ghosts, their gas and dust mingling, their shapes merging into something new. You imagine such a collision, a slow-motion meeting that takes hundreds of millions of years. The galaxies approach, their arms reaching out, their stars swirling together in a tidal dance. Gas clouds collide, triggering bursts of star formation, while the central black holes spiral toward each other, eventually merging in a final powerful embrace. The result is a new galaxy, larger and more complex, its history written in the patterns of its stars. These encounters are not violent, not destructive, but creative, a way for the universe to build new structures, to mix and remix the elements of creation. The dance of galaxies is a story of change, of growth, of endless possibility. You drift through a cluster of galaxies, each one moving in its own orbit, their paths shaped by the gravity of the whole. The cluster is a city of light, a gathering of families, a community bound by invisible ties. Between the galaxies, hot gas glows in X-rays, a reminder that even the spaces between are alive with energy. You sense the scale of this motion, the vastness of the distances, the patience of the dance. Galaxies move at hundreds of kilometers per second, yet their journeys take billions of years. The patterns they create are written on the largest scales, visible only from the quiet vantage of the cosmos. As you float among the galaxies, notice the cosmic web, the vast network of filaments and voids that connects all things. Galaxies gather along these filaments, like beads on a string, their motions guided by the gravity of the dark matter that forms the web's skeleton. The universe is not random, but patterned, structured, harmonious. You let yourself rest in this harmony, feeling the unity of all things. The dance of galaxies is a reflection of the dance of atoms, of planets, of life itself. Everything moves, everything changes, Everything is connected by the gentle pull of gravity. As you breathe in, imagine the slow turning of the galaxies, the patient unfolding of their arms, the quiet rhythm of their orbits. As you breathe out, feel the peace of belonging, the comfort of connection. The beauty of the cosmic dance. The universe is a ballet, and you are both dancer and audience, both participant and witness. Every motion, every pattern, every encounter is a step in the endless choreography of creation. Let your mind drift through the dance of the spirals, feeling the grace of their motion, the unity of their patterns, the peace of their turning. Wonder at the beauty of the galaxies, at the harmony of their orbits, at the gentle guidance of gravity. As you float in this cosmic ballet, you sense the quiet pull that holds everything together, the invisible embrace of gravity, the soft touch that shapes the universe. The dance continues unbroken as the galaxies move through the night, their stories written in the patterns of their motion. You rest in this motion, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder, and as the galaxies turn, you begin to sense the quiet pull of gravity itself, the force that binds all things, the gentle embrace that holds the universe close. The galaxies continue their slow, patient dance, each one moving in silent harmony, their paths shaped by an invisible hand. As you drift among these luminous spirals and glowing clusters, you begin to sense the presence of something deeper. Quiet pull, gentle yet unyielding, that binds the universe together. This is gravity, the softest whisper in the cosmic night, the silent embrace that holds all things close. Gravity is not loud or forceful. It does not shout or demand attention. Instead, it is a patient companion, always present, always guiding, always drawing things together. You feel its touch in the way the earth holds you to its surface, in the way the moon circles the earth, in the way the planets trace their paths around the sun. It is the same force that shapes the orbits of stars, the spirals of galaxies, the structure of the universe itself. Imagine gravity as a gentle hand, reaching out across the vastness, connecting everything to everything else. It is the reason the stars gather in galaxies, the reason galaxies cluster in groups, the reason the universe is not a random scattering of light, but a tapestry of patterns and connections. Gravity is the thread that weaves the cosmic fabric, the melody that gives the universe its rhythm. You let yourself be drawn by this quiet pull, feeling the comfort of belonging, the peace of connection. Gravity is not just a force. It is a relationship, a bond that links every atom, every star, every galaxy. It is the reason you are here, the reason the universe is here, the reason there is something rather than nothing. The story of gravity is ancient, as old as the stars themselves. For centuries, people wondered why apples fall from trees, why the moon does not drift away, why the planets move as they do. It was Isaac Newton who first described gravity as a force, a pull between masses, a law that governs the motion of all things. His insight was simple yet profound. Every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force that grows weaker with distance, but never truly disappears. You picture Newton beneath his apple tree, watching the fruit fall, his mind open to the mysteries of the world. His law of universal gravitation became the foundation of modern science, a key that unlocked the secrets of the heavens. With it, People could predict the motion of planets, the tides of the sea, the paths of comets and asteroids. But gravity is more than just a force. It is a shape, a curve, a bending of the fabric of space and time. Einstein saw this, imagining the universe as a soft, elastic sheet, deformed by the presence of mass and energy. In his vision, gravity is not a pull, but a pathway for objects. To move along the curves of space-time, following the straightest possible line in a world that is not flat, you imagine a marble rolling across a stretched sheet, curving gently around a heavy ball placed in the center. The marble is not pulled by an invisible string. It is simply following the shape of the sheet, moving along the path that gravity has created. This is the essence of Einstein's insight. Gravity is the geometry of the universe, the way space and time respond to the presence of matter. You drift along these curves, feeling the subtle guidance of gravity. The planets orbit the sun not because they are pulled, but because they are falling freely through curved space, their paths shaped by the sun's mass. The moon circles the earth in the same way, its motion a graceful response to the earth's gentle embrace. Gravity is everywhere, but it is also the weakest of the fundamental forces. It is easily overcome by the push of your hand, the lift of a magnet, the flutter of a butterfly's wing. Yet over great distances, gravity becomes the master, the architect of the cosmos. It is the reason stars are born, the reason galaxies form, the reason the universe has structure and shape. You marvel at the patience of gravity, at its quiet persistence. It works slowly, over millions and billions of years, shaping the evolution of stars, the growth of galaxies, the fate of the universe itself. It is the force that gathers clouds of gas into stars, that brings stars together into clusters, that binds galaxies into vast, sprawling webs. Gravity is also the sculptor of worlds. It shapes the mountains and valleys, the oceans and continents, the very surface of the earth beneath your feet. It is the reason rivers flow downhill, the reason the air clings to the planet, the reason you feel the weight of your own body. Every moment, every movement, every breath is touched by gravity's gentle hand. You let yourself rest in this embrace, feeling the comfort of being held, the peace of belonging. Gravity is not a prison, but a cradle, a gentle support that allows life to flourish, that gives shape to dreams, that holds the universe together in a quiet, endless hug. As you drift, you sense the extremes of gravity, the places where its embrace becomes fierce, where its pull is irresistible. In the hearts of stars, gravity crushes matter into dense, hot cores, igniting the fires of fusion that light the night. In the centers of galaxies, gravity gathers matter into supermassive black holes, regions where the pull is so strong that not even light can escape. You imagine falling toward a black hole, feeling the pull grow stronger, the space around you stretching and curving, the time itself slowing to a crawl. At the edge, the event horizon, the laws of physics bend and twist, and the story of gravity becomes a mystery once more. What happens inside a black hole? Where does the matter go? These are questions that remain unanswered, secrets kept in the heart of darkness. Yet, even in these extremes, gravity is a guide, a teacher, a source of wonder. It shows you the unity of all things, the connection between the smallest atom and the largest galaxy, the harmony of the cosmos. Gravity is the music of the spheres, the song of the universe, the quiet pull that draws all things together. As you breathe in, imagine the gentle embrace of gravity, holding you close, connecting you to the earth, to the stars, to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. As you breathe out, feel the peace of belonging, the comfort of connection, the beauty of the universe's quiet pull. Let your mind drift through the embrace of gravity, feeling its presence in every moment, every movement, every dream. Wonder at the unity of all things, at the harmony of the cosmos, at the gentle guidance of the universe's softest whisper. As you float in this embrace, you sense the presence of deeper mysteries, the silent hearts of darkness, the places where gravity's pull becomes absolute, where the story of the universe turns inward, into the unknown. You rest in this mystery, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it, open, endless, full of wonder. And as gravity holds you close, you begin to sense the silent hearts of darkness, the black holes that wait in the shadows, their stories written in the quiet pull of the night. Gravity's gentle pull is everywhere, shaping the dance of galaxies and the quiet fall of an apple. But in some corners of the universe, its embrace grows fierce, so fierce that it becomes absolute. Here, in the deepest shadows, lie the black holes, silent, invisible, and endlessly mysterious. They are the universe's secret keepers, the places where gravity's story turns inward, folding light and time into a single silent point. You drift closer to one of these enigmatic hearts, feeling the space around you grow heavy, the light bending and swirling as if caught in a whirlpool. There is no sound here, no color, only the quiet hush of inevitability. The black hole is not a thing, but a place, a region where gravity has become so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape its pull. Imagine a star many times more massive than our sun, reaching the end of its life. Its core collapses under its own weight, the outer layers blown away in a final, brilliant supernova. What remains is a point of infinite density, a singularity, wrapped in a cloak of darkness. Around it lies the event horizon, the boundary beyond which nothing returns. It is not a wall, but a threshold, a one-way door into the unknown. You hover near this threshold, feeling the strange calm that surrounds it. The event horizon is perfectly smooth, perfectly silent. If you were to cross it, you would not notice the moment itself, but you would be lost to the outside world, your story hidden from view. Time slows as you approach, stretching out like taffy until the outside universe seems to race ahead, leaving you behind. Black holes are not empty. They are full of secrets, full of questions that have no easy answers. What happens inside the event horizon? Does the singularity truly exist, or is it a sign that our understanding is incomplete? These are mysteries that challenge the very fabric of physics, puzzles that invite both awe and humility. You let your mind wander around the black hole, feeling the strange beauty of its presence. It is not a monster, not a destroyer, but a natural part of the universe, a place where gravity has simply gone to its logical extreme. Black holes are everywhere, scattered throughout galaxies, lurking at the centers of most, including our own Milky Way. Some are the remnants of dying stars. Others are supermassive, millions or billions of times the mass of the sun, their origins. still shrouded in mystery, you imagine the journey of matter as it falls toward a black hole. Gas and dust spiral inward, forming a glowing disk that shines with the heat of friction and gravity. This accretion disk is one of the brightest objects in the universe, a beacon that marks the presence of the invisible. As matter draws closer, it heats up, emitting X-rays and other high-energy light, before finally crossing the event horizon and vanishing from sight. Sometimes, black holes reveal themselves in dramatic ways. When two black holes spiral together and merge, they send out ripples in space-time gravitational waves that travel across the universe, carrying the memory of their union. These waves are faint, but with patient listening, scientists have learned to detect them. To hear the soft music of the cosmos's most powerful events, you marvel at the patience and ingenuity required to study black holes. Astronomers cannot see them directly, but they watch for their effects, the way stars orbit an invisible companion, the sudden flare of light as matter disappears, the gentle trembling of space-time itself. Each observation is a clue, a piece of the puzzle, a step closer to understanding the silent hearts of darkness. Black holes are not just destroyers. They are also creators. Their gravity shapes the galaxies around them. Their energy powers jets of particles that stream across millions of light years. In their presence, matter is transformed, energy is released, and the universe is sculpted in ways both subtle and profound. You let yourself rest in the presence of the black hole, feeling the peace of surrender, the comfort of mystery. There is no need to fear, no need to resist. The black hole is a reminder that the universe is not always gentle, not always knowable, but always beautiful in its complexity. As you breathe in, imagine the quiet pull of the event horizon, the soft folding of space and time, the gentle hush of the unknown. As you breathe out, feel the release of certainty, the acceptance of mystery, the peace of not knowing. The story of black holes is still being written. New discoveries are made every year. New questions arise, new mysteries deepen. The first image of a black hole's shadow, captured by the Event Horizon Telescope, revealed a glowing ring of light around a dark center, a glimpse of the unseeable, a photograph of the impossible. It is a reminder that even the darkest places can be illuminated by curiosity, by patience, by the quiet work of many minds. You wonder what lies beyond the event horizon, what stories are hidden in the silence. Some scientists imagine that black holes could be gateways to other universes, or that they might preserve information in ways we do not yet understand. Others see them as the ultimate test of our theories, the places where the known and the unknown meet. You rest in the comfort of these questions, feeling the unity of all things. The black hole is not separate from the universe, but a part of its endless unfolding, a chapter in the story, a verse in the song, a note in the harmony. Let your mind drift through the silence, feeling the presence of the black hole, the gentle pull of gravity, the peace of surrender. Wonder at the beauty of the unknown, at the harmony of the cosmos, at the quiet promise of discovery. As you float in the shadow of the black hole, you sense the connections that stretch across the universe, invisible threads that link galaxies, a cosmic web that binds all things together. The story continues unbroken. As the universe weaves its patterns in the darkness and the light, you rest in this web, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. As the black hole waits in silence, you begin to sense the threads of connection, the cosmic web that links every star, every galaxy, every dream. In the quiet shadow of black holes, where gravity's embrace is absolute and the night is deep, you begin to sense something even larger, an invisible architecture, a pattern that stretches far beyond any single star or galaxy, the universe. For all its darkness and silence, is not a place of isolation. It is a place of connection, woven together by threads so vast and delicate that only the patient gaze of time can reveal them. You drift outward, away from the singularity's hush, and the scale of the cosmos grows. Galaxies, once immense in your mind, now seem like tiny beads of light scattered across a black velvet cloth. But as you look closer, you notice they are not scattered at random. They gather in clusters and chains, forming bridges and filaments that stretch across unimaginable distances. These are the threads of the cosmic web, the universe's grand design, a tapestry woven from gravity, dark matter, and time. Imagine a spider's web, glistening with dew in the morning light. Each strand is delicate, yet together they form a structure strong enough to hold the world of the spider. The cosmic web is like this, but on a scale so immense that it defies comprehension. Its threads are made not of silk, but of galaxies and dark matter, stretching for hundreds of millions of light years, connecting clusters and superclusters in a vast, three-dimensional network. You let yourself drift along one of these filaments, feeling the gentle pull of gravity guiding your path. The galaxies here are not alone. They are neighbors, companions, families bound together by invisible ties. Between them, dark matter forms a scaffold, an unseen framework that shapes the flow of gas, the birth of stars, the growth of structure. The cosmic web is not static. It is alive with motion, with energy, with a slow, patient evolution of the universe. Gas flows along the filaments, feeding galaxies and fueling the birth of new stars. Clusters merge and grow, their gravity drawing. In more matter, their light shining brighter in the night. The web is a living thing, a process as much as a pattern, a story written in the language of connection. You marvel at the unity of this structure, at the way everything is linked. Everything is part of a greater whole. The universe is not a collection of isolated islands, but a single vast ocean, its currents shaped by the threads of the web. Every galaxy, every star, every planet is connected, not just by gravity, but by history, by origin, by the shared journey through time and space. As you drift, you sense the presence of dark matter more clearly. It is the silent architect of the web, the unseen hand that draws the threads together. Though it does not shine or glow, its gravity is unmistakable, shaping the paths of galaxies, guiding the flow of gas, sculpting the universe on the largest scales. Without dark matter, the web would unravel, the structure would dissolve, and the universe would be a very different place. You let your mind wander through the spaces between the threads, the vast voids where few galaxies dwell. These are the quiet places, the empty rooms in the cosmic mansion, the spaces that give the web its shape. Even here, in the silence there, is a sense of connection, a memory of what once was, a promise of what might be. The cosmic web is a map of the universe's history, a record of its growth and change. In the beginning, matter was spread almost evenly, a gentle mist of particles and light. But tiny ripples, seeded by quantum fluctuations in the earliest moments, grew over time, drawn together by gravity, amplified by the expansion of space. These ripples became the filaments and clusters, the galaxies and stars, the worlds and lives that fill the universe today. You imagine the web as a living memory, a story told in the language of structure. Every thread is a chapter, every cluster a verse, every galaxy a word in the endless poem of creation. The web is not just a pattern, but a process, a way for the universe to organize itself, to grow, to become more than the sum of its parts. As you float along the filaments, you notice the flow of gas and energy, the quiet exchange between galaxies. Stars are born, live, and die, their material returned to the web, recycled into new generations. Supernovae explode, sending shockwaves through the gas, stirring the web, shaping the future. Black holes feed and grow, their energy powering jets that light up the night, their gravity sculpting the paths of matter. The web is a place of balance, of give and take, of endless transformation. Nothing is wasted, nothing is lost. Every atom, every photon, every ripple of energy is part of the dance, part of the story, part of the connection. You rest in the comfort of this unity, feeling the peace of belonging. The universe is not a place of loneliness, but of relationship, of interdependence, of shared destiny. You are not separate from the web. You are a thread in its pattern, a note in its song, a ripple in its c-dot as you breathe in. Imagine the threads of the web stretching through you, connecting you to the stars, to the galaxies, to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. As you breathe out, feel the peace of connection, the comfort of unity, the beauty of the universe's grand design. Let your mind drift through the cosmic web, feeling the presence of the unseen, the harmony of the whole, the gentle promise of more to come. Wonder at the beauty of connection, at the strength of unity, at the endless creativity of the universe. As you float in the web's embrace, you sense the faintest signals, the quiet hum of energy, the soft whispers of ancient light, the echoes of events long past. The web is not silent. It is alive with information, with messages carried across the ages, with the stories of all that has ever been. You rest in this music, feeling the gentle promise of discovery. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. And as the web stretches on, you begin to sense the faintest signals, the softest whispers, the messages that travel through the void, waiting to be heard. Within the cosmic web, where galaxies are strung like pearls and dark matter weaves its silent threads, you begin to notice something softer still, a hush that is not emptiness, but a space for listening. The universe, for all its grandeur and motion, is also a place of quiet signals, of whispers that drift through the void, waiting for a patient ear. You find yourself floating in this silence, surrounded by the gentle hum of existence. It is not the silence of nothing, but the silence of possibility, a canvas stretched wide, ready to receive the faintest touch. Here, in the spaces between stars and galaxies, the universe speaks in the softest voices, sending messages across unimaginable distances and times. Imagine a radio telescope, its great dish turned toward the sky, collecting the faintest murmurs from the cosmos. It listens not for shouts, but for sighs, the gentle static of ancient light, the brief pulse of a distant star, the slow, steady rhythm of a spinning pulsar. Each signal is a story, a memory, a thread in the tapestry of the universe. You drift closer to one of these signals, letting it wash over you like a gentle wave. It might be the echo of a supernova, the last breath of a dying star, its energy, rippling outward through space and time. Or perhaps it is the steady beat of a pulsar, a neutron star spinning with clockwork precision, sending out beams of radio waves that sweep across the galaxy like a lighthouse in the night. Some signals are even older, more subtle, the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the universe's birth. This ancient light fills the sky, a soft, uniform glow that carries the memory of the first moments, the first breath, the first dawn. It is the universe's lullaby, a song that has played for nearly 14 billion years, waiting for someone to listen. You marvel at the patience required to hear these whispers. Astronomers build instruments that can detect a single photon, a single particle, a single vibration in the fabric of space. They shield their detectors from the noise of Earth, from the chatter of technology, from the warmth of the sun. They wait in the quiet, gathering data, sifting through static, searching for meaning in the noise. Listening to the universe is an act of humility, a practice of patience. The signals are faint, often buried beneath layers of interference, lost in the background hum of existence. Yet, with care and persistence, patterns emerge, regular pulses, sudden bursts, gentle rises, and falls. Each pattern is a clue, a key to understanding the story of the cosmos. You let your mind wander through these signals, feeling the beauty of their subtlety. Some are regular and predictable, like the ticking of a clock. Others are rare and mysterious, like the fast radio bursts brief, powerful flashes of radio waves that appear without warning, their origins still unknown. Each discovery is a reminder that the universe is full of surprises, full of questions, full of wonder. The act of listening is not just about receiving, but about being open to the unexpected, open to the unknown, open to the possibility that the universe is speaking in ways you have not yet imagined. It is a practice of curiosity, of attention, of respect for the quiet voices that fill the night. You imagine the search for signals from other worlds, a patient scanning of the sky for signs of life beyond Earth. The SETI project and others. Like it, listen for patterns that might reveal intelligence. A regular pulse, a coded message, a signal that says, "We are here." So far, the silence has been profound, but the search continues, fueled by hope, by wonder, by the belief that the universe is too vast to be silent forever. You rest in the comfort of this search, feeling the peace of not knowing. The silence is not empty, but full of promise of space for dreams, for questions, for the gentle unfolding of discovery. Every signal, every whisper, every faintest touch is a reminder that you are part of something larger, something older, something endlessly mysterious. As you breathe in, imagine the signals drifting through you, carrying stories from distant stars, from ancient galaxies, from the very edge of time. As you breathe out, feel the release of expectation, the acceptance of mystery, the peace of listening. The universe is a conversation, a dialogue between the known and the unknown, the seen and the unseen, the loud and the quiet. You are both. Speaker and listener, both question and answer, both dreamer and dreamed. Let your mind drift through the void, feeling the presence of the faintest signals, the beauty of the quiet, the harmony of the whole. Wonder at the patience required to listen, at the humility required to wait, at the joy of discovery that comes from the softest voices. As you float in this sea of whispers, you sense the edge of knowledge, the place where questions bloom, where certainty fades, where the story becomes a gentle mystery. The signals grow fainter, the silence deeper, the invitation to wonder more profound. You rest in this invitation, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. And as the signals fade into the quiet, you begin to sense the edge of knowledge, itself a place where questions outnumber answers, where curiosity is the only guide, where the journey continues into the unknown. The universe hums with faint signals, each one a thread in the tapestry of existence, each one a story waiting to be heard. Yet as you listen, as you gather the whispers and echoes, you begin to sense a boundary, a gentle, shifting horizon, where the light of understanding grows thin. This is the edge of knowledge, a place not of endings, but of beginnings, where questions bloom like wildflowers in the dusk. You drift toward this horizon, feeling the subtle change in the air. The familiar patterns of stars and galaxies give way to a softer, more uncertain landscape. Here, the maps are unfinished, the paths unmarked, the stories incomplete. It is a place of wonder, of curiosity, of gentle humility, a place where not knowing is not a failure, but a gift. Imagine standing at the edge of a great forest, the trees fading into mist, the path ahead lost in shadow. You can see only so. Far, only as far as the light allows. Beyond that, there is only possibility, only the promise of discovery. The edge of knowledge is like this, a boundary that moves as you move, that recedes as you approach, that invites you to step forward, to ask, to dream. You let yourself rest in this uncertainty, feeling the comfort of not knowing. The universe is vast, and your understanding is a small, flickering light. Yet it is enough to illuminate the next step, the next question, the next wonder. Every answer you find opens new doors, reveals new mysteries, invites new questions. History of science is a story of questions of people who looked at the world and wondered why, how, what if. Each generation has pushed the edge of knowledge a little farther, has mapped a little more of the unknown. Yet the horizon remains, always just out of reach, always inviting, always mysterious. You think of the great questions that still linger at the edge. What is dark matter? What is dark energy? How did the universe begin, and what will be its end? Are we alone in the cosmos, or is life a common thread, woven through the fabric of space and time? These are not just puzzles to be solved, but invitations. To wonder, to imagine, to explore. Some questions are practical, rooted in the details of observation and experiment. Others are philosophical, reaching beyond the limits of measurement, touching on the nature of reality itself. What is consciousness? Why is there something rather than nothing? Is the universe infinite, or does it have an edge, a boundary, a shape? You let these questions settle around you, like a soft blanket. There is no rush to answer, no pressure to know. The beauty is in the asking, in the openness, in the willingness to dwell in mystery. The edge of knowledge is not a wall, but a window, a place to look out, to see farther, to dream bigger. You remember that every great discovery began with a question, with a moment of not knowing. The first astronomers who mapped the stars, the physicists who unraveled the nature of light, the biologists who traced the tree of life, all began with curiosity, with the courage to admit what they did not understand. You are part of this tradition, part of this endless unfolding. Your questions are as important as your answers, your wonder as valuable as your knowledge. The universe is not a puzzle to be solved, but a story to be lived, a mystery to be embraced as you breathe in. Imagine the edge of knowledge expanding, the horizon moving outward with every question you ask. As you breathe out, feel the peace of uncertainty, the comfort of not knowing, the joy of curiosity. The edge of knowledge is a place of humility, a place to remember that you are small, that the universe is vast, that there is always more to learn. It is also a place of hope, a place to believe that every question is a step forward, every wonder a light in the darkness, every dream a seed of discovery. Let your mind drift along this horizon, feeling the gentle pull of curiosity, the soft promise of more to come. Wonder at the questions that remain, at the mysteries that endure, at the beauty of the unknown. As you float at the edge of knowledge, you sense the possibility of other worlds, other universes, other realities, places, where the rules may be different, where the stories may unfold in ways you cannot yet imagine. The horizon is not an end, but a beginning, an invitation to dream beyond your own sky. You rest in this invitation, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it, open, endless, full of wonder. As the horizon stretches on, you begin to sense the dreams of multiverses, the possibility that reality is bigger, stranger, and more beautiful than you have ever known. At the edge of knowledge, where questions bloom and the horizon stretches ever outward, you begin to sense a new kind of wonder, a possibility that feels both thrilling and serene. What if the universe, with its galaxies and stars, its dark matter and gentle laws, is only one note in a much grander symphony? What if reality is not a single story, but a library of tales, each with its own beginning, its own rhythm, its own quiet ending? You drift in this possibility, letting your mind open to the idea of the multiverse. The word itself is soft and inviting, like a door left ajar in the night. It is not a place you can visit, not a landscape you can map, but a dream that lives. At the edge of imagination, a gentle what if that lingers in the silence after every question. Imagine the universe as a bubble, floating in a vast, invisible sea. Now imagine that there are countless other bubbles, each one a universe unto itself, each with its own laws of physics, its own patterns of light and time. Some may be like ours, filled with stars and galaxies, with life and longing. Others may be strange, with different colors, different rules, different possibilities. The multiverse is not a single place, but a field of dreams, a garden of realities, a gentle infinity. You let yourself drift among these bubbles, feeling the freedom of possibility. In some, gravity may be stronger or weaker. Stars may burn blue, or never form at all. In others, time may flow differently, or not at all. There may be universes where life is common, where consciousness blooms in forms you cannot imagine, or universes where silence reigns, where the story is short and sweet. The idea of the multiverse is not just a fantasy, but a question born from the edges of science. Some theories of physics, when followed to their logical conclusion, suggest that our universe may be one of many. The inflationary model of the early universe, for example, imagines space expanding in fits and starts, with new universes budding off like bubbles in boiling water. String theory, with its many dimensions and possibilities, hints at a landscape of realities, each with its own version of the laws we know. You marvel at the humility of this idea, at the way it invites you to see your own universe as both precious and ordinary. If there are countless universes, each with its own story, then the fact that you are here, in this one, is both a miracle and a gentle inevitability. The multiverse is not a way to diminish your place in the cosmos, but to expand it, to remind you that reality is bigger, stranger, and more beautiful than you have ever dreamed. You wonder what it would mean to travel between universes, to step from one reality to another. The stories of science fiction are full of such journeys, portals and wormholes, parallel worlds and alternate histories. But in the quiet of the night, you sense that the true journey is not one of distance, but of imagination. The multiverse is not a place to be reached, but a possibility to be held, a dream to be cherished. As you drift among these dreams, you sense the unity beneath the diversity. Every universe, no matter how different, is a story, a pattern of possibility, a dance of matter and energy, a song of time and space. The multiverse is a chorus, a harmony of realities, a gentle reminder that there is always more to discover, always more to wonder. You let yourself rest in this harmony, feeling the peace of possibility. The multiverse is not a threat to meaning, but a source of it, a way to see your own life as both unique and connected, both fleeting and eternal. Every choice, every moment, every breath is a thread in the tapestry of all that could be. As you breathe in, imagine the field of universes expanding, each one a bubble of possibility, each one a dream unfolding in the silence. As you breathe out, feel the comfort of belonging, the joy of curiosity, the beauty of the unknown. The multiverse is a place of questions, of gentle wonder, of endless exploration. It is a reminder that the edge of knowledge is not a wall, but a window, a place to look out, to see farther, to dream bigger. You are not limited by what you know, but invited by what you do not. Let your mind drift through the field of dreams, feeling the presence of other worlds, the harmony of possibility, the peace of the infinite. Wonder at the beauty of diversity, at the strength of unity, at the endless creativity of the cosmos. As you float in this garden of realities, you sense the gentle flow of time, the slow unfolding of stories, the quiet promise of more to come. The multiverse is not a place of chaos, but of order, a gentle, patient order that allows every possibility to bloom, every story to be told, every dream to be dreamed. You rest in this order, feeling the comfort of connection. The universe you know is one among many, but it is yours, a place of beauty, of meaning, of gentle wonder. The multiverse is not a way to escape your own story, but a way to cherish it, to see it as part of a greater whole. And as you drift among the dreams of the multiverse, you begin to sense the quiet question that lingers at the heart of all things. What is the fate of our universe? How will the story end? And what does it mean to find peace in the unknown? Among the dreams of the multiverse, where possibility stretches as far as imagination allows, you find yourself returning to your own universe, this familiar bubble of stars and silence, of questions and wonder. Here, the story has a shape, a rhythm, a gentle unfolding. And as with all stories, you begin to wonder how it might end. The universe, for all its vastness, is not immune to time. It has a history, a memory, a future that stretches out before it like a quiet road at dusk. You drift along this road, feeling the slow, patient march of cosmic time. Galaxies spin and drift apart. Stars are born and die. Black holes wait in. The shadows and the fabric of space itself continues to expand. You wonder, how will it all end? What is the fate of everything? The stars, the galaxies, the very atoms that make up your body. A universe so full of beginnings must also hold within it the seeds of its own ending. There are many possible fates, each one a story written. In the language of physics, each one a gentle meditation on impermanence. Some are quiet, some are dramatic. All are beautiful in their own way. You imagine the heat death, the most patient of endings. In this vision, the universe continues to expand, galaxies drifting farther and farther apart, their light growing fainter with every passing eon. Stars burn out, one by one, leaving behind cold embers and black holes. Even the black holes eventually evaporate, their energy leaking away in the faintest whispers of radiation. The universe grows dark, cold, and silent, a place where nothing stirs, where time itself seems to slow and fade. This is not a violent end, but a gentle fading, a return to stillness, a cosmic exhale. You let yourself rest in this vision, feeling the peace of surrender. The heat death is not a tragedy, but a completion, a story that has been told, a song that has been sung, a dance that has gone to rest. The atoms that once formed stars and planets, oceans and eyes, are scattered thin, their energy spent, their journey complete. But there are other possibilities, other endings written in the stars. You imagine the Big Crunch universe that, after expanding for billions of years, begins to slow, to pause, to turn inward. Gravity, the patient sculptor, gathers the galaxies, the stars, the very fabric of space, drawing everything back together. A universe contracts, growing hotter and denser, until all is gathered into a single brilliant point, a mirror of the beginning, a promise of renewal. Perhaps in this vision, the universe is reborn, a new story beginning where the old one ends. You feel the power of this cycle, the beauty of return. The Big Crunch is not an ending, but a transformation, a reminder that every ending is also a beginning, that the universe is a story without a final page. There is yet another possibility, one that is both strange and gentle, the Big Rip. This vision, the expansion of the universe, does not slow, but accelerates, driven by the mysterious force of dark energy. Galaxies drift apart, then stars, then planets, then atoms themselves. The very fabric of space is stretched so thin that it tears, and all structure dissolves into a gentle mist. The universe ends not with a bang, but with a sigh, a soft unraveling, into nothingness. You let yourself drift in this vision, feeling the freedom of release. The Big Rip is not a destruction, but a letting go, a return to possibility, to openness, to the quiet before the next dream. Each of these fates is a meditation on impermanence, a reminder that nothing lasts forever, that change is the only constant. Universe, for all its grandeur, is a process, a journey, a story that unfolds in time. Its ending, whatever form it takes, is not a failure, but a fulfillment, a completion of the arc, a closing of the circle. You wonder what it means to find peace in the face of such endings. The stars you see tonight will one day fade. The galaxies will drift beyond sight. The atoms in your body will be scattered to the winds. Yet there is comfort in this impermanence, a beauty in the knowledge that you are part of a story much larger than yourself. As you breathe in, imagine the slow unfolding of cosmic time, the patient drift of galaxies, the gentle fading of light. As you breathe out, feel the peace of acceptance, the comfort of belonging, the beauty of letting go. The end of everything is not a moment, but a process, a slow, graceful transition from being to becoming, from presence to memory, from story to silence. The universe is not lost, but transformed, its energy and matter recycled, its patterns echoed in new forms, new dreams, new possibilities. Let your mind rest in this transition, feeling the unity of all things. The atoms that make up your body were forged in the hearts of stars, scattered by supernova, gathered by gravity, shaped by time. When the universe ends, those atoms will not disappear, but will become part of something new, a new story, a new song, a new dance. You are not separate from the universe, but a part of its endless unfolding. Your life is a moment in the cosmic story, a brief, bright spark in the darkness. Every thought, every dream, every kindness is a ripple in the fabric of time, a mark that endures long after you are gone. As you float in the quiet of the universe's possible endings, you sense the presence of hope, a gentle promise that the story is never truly over, that every ending is a beginning, that the universe is a place of endless renewal. You rest in this hope, feeling the comfort of connection. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it, open, endless, full of wonder. And as the story of the cosmos continues, you begin to sense your own place within it, the human gaze, the search for meaning, the quiet reflection that comes from looking up at the stars and seeing yourself reflected in their light. In the gentle hush that follows thoughts of cosmic endings, you find yourself turning inward, your attention drawn from the fate of galaxies to the quiet wonder of your own existence. The universe, for all its grandeur and mystery, is also a mirror, a vast, silent expanse in which you glimpse your own reflection, your own questions, your own longing to belong. You imagine yourself standing beneath a night sky, the stars scattered above you like seeds on dark soil. The air is cool, the world is still, and for a moment you are both very small and very large. You are a single observer, a brief spark in the long story of the cosmos. Yet you are also the universe, awake and aware, looking back at itself through your eyes. The human gaze is ancient. Long before telescopes or science, people looked up and wondered. They traced patterns in the stars, told stories about the shapes they saw, marked the passage of seasons by the movement of constellations. The sky was a map, a calendar, a canvas for dreams. It was a source of comfort and a wellspring of questions, a place where the mysteries of life and death, love and loss were written in light. You let yourself drift through this history, feeling the connection to all who have gazed before you. The astronomers of Babylon, the philosophers of Greece, the poets of every age, all have looked up and wondered. All have sought meaning in the vastness. Their questions are your questions. Their awe is your awe. Their longing is your own God. As you breathe in, imagine the cool night air filling your lungs, the starlight touching your skin, the quiet of the universe settling around you. As you breathe out, feel the release of worry, the letting go of boundaries, the gentle acceptance of your place in the story. Science has given you new ways to see, new tools to explore, new stories to tell. Telescopes gather the faintest light. Satellites map the invisible. Computers model the dance of galaxies. You have learned that the universe is vast beyond imagining, that the stars are suns, that the galaxies are islands in a cosmic sea. You have learned that you are made of stardust, that the atoms in your body were forged in the hearts of ancient stars, scattered by supernova, gathered by gravity, shaped by time. Yet for all this knowledge, the sense of wonder remains. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is still to discover. The edge of knowledge is always just ahead, always inviting, always mysterious. The universe is not a puzzle to be solved, but a story to be lived, a mystery to be embraced. Reflect on your own journey, the questions you have asked, the answers you have found, the dreams you have cherished. You remember the moments of awe the first time you saw the Milky Way stretching across the sky, the first time you glimpsed the rings of Saturn through a telescope, the first time you understood that the light from distant stars is also the light of your own beginnings. You are not alone in this wonder. Across continents and centuries, people have gathered to share the night sky, to tell stories, to seek meaning. The human gaze is a thread that connects you to all who have ever lived, a bridge between the past and the future, a promise that curiosity endures. You let yourself rest in this connection, feeling the comfort of belonging. The universe is not indifferent, not cold, but alive with possibility, alive with meaning, alive with the dreams of those who gaze upon it. You are a part of this aliveness, a participant in the unfolding story, a witness to the beauty of becoming God as you float in. This reflection, you sense the unity of all things. The atoms in your body, the thoughts in your mind, the dreams in your heart, all are part of the same story, the same process, the same gentle unfolding. You are not separate from the universe, but a way for the universe to know itself, to wonder at itself, to love itself. You wonder what it means to find meaning in the vastness. Is it enough to be a witness, to marvel at the beauty, to ask the questions? Or is there something more, a purpose, a calling, a responsibility to care for the world, to cherish the fragile planet that is your home? You let these questions settle around you like dew on grass. There is no rush to answer, no pressure to know. The beauty is in the asking, in the openness, in the willingness to dwell in mystery. The universe is not a test, but a gift to place, to be, to feel, to dream. As you breathe in, imagine the vastness of the cosmos filling you with wonder, with gratitude, with peace. As you breathe out, feel the release of fear, the acceptance of your place, the joy of being alive. The human gaze is a light in the darkness, a song in the silence, a promise that the story continues. You are both the question and the answer, both the dreamer and the dream, both the observer and the observed. Let your mind drift through the night, feeling the presence of all who have gazed before you, the unity of all who will gaze after. Wonder at the beauty of the stars, at the harmony of the cosmos, at the gentle unfolding of meaning. As you float in this reflection, you sense the edge of the universe, once more not as a boundary, but as an invitation. The story does not end. Here, it opens into wonder, into possibility, into the gentle mystery that lies beyond your reach. You rest in this invitation, feeling the gentle promise of more to come. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder. And as you gaze into the night, you begin to sense the softest horizon of all, the place beyond the edge, where wonder itself becomes the journey, and dreaming is its own kind of arrival. You linger at the edge of the universe, where the known world softens into mystery, and the night sky becomes a canvas for your quietest dreams. Here, the stars are not just distant suns, but gentle invitations, each one a question, a hope, promise that there is always more to see, more to feel, more to imagine. The universe, for all its boundaries and horizons, is never truly finished. It is a story that opens endlessly, a journey that continues with every breath you take. You let yourself drift beyond the edge, not as an explorer seeking conquest, but as a dreamer, content to wander. The boundaries you once imagined of space, of time, of knowledge, become soft and porous, like mist at dawn. You realize that the edge is not a line to be crossed, but a place to pause, to wonder, to rest in the gentle unfolding of possibility. In this space beyond, you are free from the need for answers. The questions themselves become companions, each one a lantern lighting your way. What lies beyond the farthest galaxy? What dreams are woven into the dark between the stars? What new stories wait to be born in the silence? You do not need to. No? It is enough to ask, to listen, to let your curiosity lead you onward. You imagine the universe as a great ocean, its surface shimmering with the light of 1,000,000,000,000 suns. You are a small boat, drifting on gentle waves, rocked by the tides. Of wonder, there is no map, no destination, only the endless horizon, always receding, always inviting. A journey is not about arrival, but about the beauty of the voyage, the peace of being carried by something larger than yourself. As you breathe in, you feel the cool air of possibility, the freshness of a world that is always new. As you breathe out, you release the weight of certainty, the need to hold on, the urge to define. You are light, you are open, you are part of the endless unfolding. The universe is not a closed book, but a living poem written in the language of stars and silence. Every moment is a stanza, every question a rhyme, every dream a refrain. You are both reader and writer, both listener and singer, both the story and the storyteller. The edge is not an ending, but a turning of the page, a gentle invitation to begin again. You let your mind wander through the possibilities. Perhaps there are other universes, other realities, other dreams unfolding in parallel. each one as real and beautiful as your own. Perhaps the laws of nature themselves are just one verse in a greater song, a melody that echoes through all that is and all that could be. The multiverse is not a place to be reached, but a field of wonder, a garden of imagination, a gentle reminder that reality is always larger than you can see. You rest in the comfort of this openness, feeling the peace of not knowing. The universe is not a puzzle to be solved, but a mystery to be lived, a dance to be joined, a song to be sung. You are not separate from the cosmos, but a note in its harmony, a ripple in its sea, a dream in its night dot as you float beyond the edge. You sense the presence of all who have wondered before you, the astronomers and poets, the children and elders, the dreamers and seekers. Their questions are your questions. Their awe is your awe. Their longing is your own. You are part of a great lineage of wonder, a chain of curiosity that stretches back to the first gaze at the stars and forward to every future dream. You let yourself rest in this lineage, feeling the comfort of belonging. The universe is not indifferent, not cold, but alive with meaning, alive with connection, alive with the gentle touch of every heart that has ever wondered. You are a part of this aliveness, a participant in the endless unfolding, a witness to the beauty of becoming dot as you breathe in. Imagine the universe expanding within you, each breath a new horizon, each heartbeat a new beginning. As you breathe out, feel the release of boundaries, the softening of edges, the merging of self and cosmos. The edge of the universe is not a place, but a state of mind, a willingness to be open, to be curious, to be humble in the face of the infinite. It is a practice of wonder, a meditation on possibility, a celebration of the unknown. You are not lost at the edge. You are found, you are home. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Let your mind drift through this endlessness, feeling the peace of surrender, the joy of discovery, the beauty of the journey. Wonder at the stars, at the silence, at the gentle unfolding of time and space. The universe is not finished. It is always beginning, always becoming, always inviting you to dream dot as you linger here. You sense the gentle rhythm of the cosmos, the slow turning of galaxies, the patient flow of time, the quiet blooming of questions. You are a part of this rhythm, a note in the music, a step in the dance. The edge is not a limit, but a promise that there is always more to see, more to feel, more to love. You rest in this promise, feeling the comfort of infinity. The universe is wide, and you are wide with it open, endless, full of wonder dot. And as you close your eyes, you carry this wonder with you, a gentle light that glows within, a quiet invitation to keep dreaming, to keep asking, to keep wandering beyond every edge forever. And now, as our journey through the edge of the universe comes to a soft and quiet pause, let yourself rest in the gentle glow of curiosity. You have wandered among stars and shadows, drifted through questions and dreams, and found yourself at home in the vastness. Remember, the universe is not just out there, in distant galaxies and silent voids. It is within you, woven into every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of wonder. You are a part of this endless story, a note in the cosmic song, a dreamer in the night dot. As you settle into stillness, let the mysteries of the cosmos cradle you. Let your thoughts drift like stardust, unhurried and free. There is no need for answers, now only the comfort of knowing that you belong to something beautiful, something infinite, something full of gentle possibility. May your sleep be peaceful, your dreams bright, and your heart always open to wonder. Thank you for sharing this quiet journey. Good night, and may the stars keep you company.